So, how do you mix in key? Well, this is an interesting topic, and first off, I really want to mention that for mixing in key, it's very, very, very important to remember that it's a tool that you can use. So, please don't make it a crutch for you as well. You can definitely use mixing in key to make your transitions a lot smoother than they otherwise would be, but you have to keep in mind that it's not perfect. It's only a tool that you can use, and you have to sometimes let it go. Mixing in key can be very good, but it can also really turn out bad if you follow it blindly. So what's up, guys? My name is Mats, and I've been a DJ for about 11 years. So yeah, I started learning how to DJ when I was around 17, and especially during my student years I was doing it quite often, and like for the past few years I've been a bit on a downturn because of some family issues, but now I'm trying to get back into the game, and I'm trying to see if I can actually make it big as a DJ, to see if I can make myself famous. And yeah, I'm trying to follow my journey along this way by making these daily videos, so please follow me if that's something that you like. Okay, so mixing in key. First thing, I really want to talk about some of the theory behind this, because when you're first getting to know like what it means to mix in key, like for me the first thing that came up actually, it was like, okay, why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? And the first like example that I want to give you is a piano. Like, you've probably seen a piano before. You've probably tuned a piano as well, like turned some of the buttons, and there's this funny thing that one key, I think it was like maybe 7 or 8 keys further, it's in the same note. And yeah, the reason why this is, and the reason why this is the same principle that we're using when we're mixing in key, is that what is music exactly? It's sound, right? And sound is made out of waves, and all waves, they have a certain like width, a certain longitude. And the funny thing is that like what the mixing, when you're having the same key, it means basically that you're mixing with the same longitude, either twice as small or twice as long. And that's basically the principle behind it. So when you're thinking like a piano, it's only seven steps further. So each note is like a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, until you get to halfway, and that's basically when you have 2 times the same wave. And it's the same thing for mixing in key. I'll try to put it up on the screen here, but there's this this map that we're using to visualize this, with just 12 different parts of the pie. It's basically a pie chart, and yeah, so what it basically means is that there within this wave that's becoming a little bit shorter each time, there's like 12 different like notes, I would say 12 different like lengths of this note, of this key. And you also have major and minor. Well, that the theory behind that is a little bit more difficult, but okay, anyways, I don't want to get in this too long, but that's a little bit of the principle behind it. Just the only thing that you have to remember is that when mixing in key, is that you want to be close to the note to the key that you're playing before. And why this is the case is because of the way that like these waves interact with each other. and the sound interacts with each other. And if you play one key and you're going too far away from that, it just doesn't really sound right anymore most of the time. That's why it's a tool. It's not always the case, but most of the time. So if you're going to this pie chart and you're seeing the 12 different the 12 different pies going from 1 to 12 and then major and minor, that's basically what it means. If you've analyzed your music properly, then all these musical songs, they will have been like placed in one of these different categories, and that basically means that like the whole sound of the song combined falls mostly within that key, not fully but mostly. And if you found a song that has exactly the same key, that means that the sound of it, the tonality of this song is like very similar to the other song, and that's why they probably work together very well. And yeah, so you can use this in multiple ways. So either you can go from 1 to 2, or you can go from 1 to 1, you can go from 1 to 12, because remember the pie chart, 1 and 12 are also next to each other. And then from like a 1 major, you can also go to a 1 minor. So it's always going one step to the right, or one step up, or one step down. That's basically what mixing in key means. And when you've properly analyzed your music, they will all have been assigned a certain key, and then that you can use that to basically help you when you're playing live, because when you're mixing in key, which means like using these small little steps, staying within the same tonality range, it usually just sounds a lot better than it otherwise would. And yeah, so that's a little bit of like the principle behind it. Just practice a little bit with it, and you'll start to understand what I'm saying. And yeah, this is a very important skill to have when playing live. But like I said, always remember, it is only a tool. So please don't follow it blindly. That's all I have for you today. I hope this was of help to you, and I'll see you in the next time.